Very quick announcement before this video starts. The last video that I put up had 1,000 views. And of those 1,000 views, 96% of you guys who watched that video were not subscribed. And I got a goal right now. I'm trying to reach 100 subs. If you guys would be so kind, please consider subscribing. It would really help me out. It's totally free, but you can always not subscribe either. That's okay too. But thank you guys. Enjoy the video. Greetings students and welcome back to Black Belt Arcade. Now today we have another Elden Ring build for you guys, since you guys absolutely love the last one so much. And I don't know guys, after using this build, I may have to switch to this one for day one Shadow of the Erdtree. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this one, shall we? Now this is a build that I like to call the Holy Railgun. Now this build's a little bit more in-depth and a little more complicated than the Starspear Sage build I made recently. If you'd like to check out that video, it's going to be in the top right about now. So this build is primarily going to focus on Siluria's Tree. And the theme of this build is going to be buffing Siluria's Tree so much that we're basically turning this thing into a railgun sniper rifle. That's basically what we're doing. In order to accomplish that, let's go over the equipment. So the equipment we have here is actually 3 weapons in our right hand. It is going to be the Golden Epitaph for the damage bonus, a blood-infused Shotel with the Saputu Ash of War. Now this is going to come in handy when I get to the talismans, and you guys will see why. And then obviously the third and final weapon, we are running the Siluria's Tree Great Spear, and this is going to be the star of the show right here. Going to the talismans, we have the Shard of Alexander for the increased damage, Godfrey Icon for increased damage, Sacred Scorpion Charm for increased damage, and finally the Lord of Blood's Exaltation for increased damage. And obviously you guys have the connection here. It is going to be connecting with the Saputu Shotel. So the gameplay loop is as follows. First off, use your Flask of Wondrous Physic, which has the Holy Shrouding tier and the Opaline Hard tier in it. Second off, we're going to be going to the Golden Epitaph Sword, using that Ash of War. Switch over to the Blood Shotel with Saputu. Use that Ash of War to proc Lord of Blood's Exaltation. And finally, to finish off, switch to Siluria's Tree, charge up the L2, and blast. Now, let me go over the weaknesses of this build real fast. The weaknesses that I have found using this setup was, number one, there is a lot of setup involved. Now, I know this build's not going to be for everybody. It's a little bit, I feel like, maybe overkill or unreasonable, but I don't know. Something about when you just buff Siluria's Tree so much to the point where you're hitting over 5,000 damage on some enemies in one hit is like, it's so satisfying, man. I'm telling you. But the second weakness I found was killing ads. Now, this build is fantastic for single target damage when you have time to actually do the full setup. This build is not good, however, at killing a crap ton of smaller enemies quickly. Unlike my Starspear Sage build that I made, which had very good ad clear capabilities, but very poor boss damage in my opinion. Now, how can you mitigate this? Well, I mean, in my experience, I just used the Golden Epitaph Sword whenever I didn't want to use the Siluria's Tree Ash of War. However, I am thinking about switching to Golden Vow instead of the Golden Epitaph Sword and using that incantation with maybe like a Holy Infused Sword and maybe running that instead for a little bit more versatility. Another thing that I would highly recommend to even add to this build even more, and sadly I couldn't showcase it for you guys because I didn't even know the piece of armor existed until after it was too late for me to actually get it on this save, is the White Mask Helmet. Now, the White Mask Helmet would synergize very well with the Lord of Blood's Exaltation because that helmet is going to give you an extra 10% damage bonus when you proc Saputu from the Shotel. So you're going to be getting a 30% damage bonus instead of a 20% on Saputu proc. Again, I really wish I had this helmet, and I so would have put it into this, but I didn't even know the helmet existed until after I already defeated Mode, so what can you do besides do a New Game Plus? Now, do keep in mind, all this footage that you are seeing is on base New Game, not on New Game Plus. I'm trying not to go into New Game Plus before Shadow of the Erdtree. However, I will tell you guys what. If this video does 15 likes, I will go into New Game Plus. I'll get the white mask. I will try out Golden Vow, and I will try to fully optimize this setup and get the items I'm missing to make this the best it possibly can be. And I will make an updated video on this. So, if you guys want an updated video on this one sometime in the future, it won't be the next video, but it will be coming sometime in the future. Help us hit that 15 like goal. But that is going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. Thank you guys so much for watching it. And make sure you guys, for sure, comment down below and let me know you guys' concerns, you guys' thoughts of this build. Maybe some ideas to add some more versatility to make it better. I am open to the criticism, and the ideas. Definitely let me know. And until next time, guys, peace out and stay safe.